Hey y'all, it's Lady Jarhead. I'd like some tea, please.
Alright,
Thank you.
where's the tea at?
I don't know, I'm doing a video. See if you can find some. If not, bring me some water.
Okay, sorry.
Sorry, y'all. Alright, I just got back from Texas again, and I don't have a whole lot to show. Oh, yeah, this is adult right here. Duh, I'm sorry. But I just wanted to quickly go over a couple things. Um, Loving My Kids, I think that's her name. I'm gonna put the names in the down bar. I told her I'd do a trade with her, and then there was another young lady, and I'll put her name in the down bar because y'all know my memory's bad. That I said I was gonna do a trade with whenever I start doing trades again or a buddy box again. I let her know I'm gonna go ahead and do one with her too. I'm not doing them with everybody. There was a couple people that I promised that I would do one with, so just gonna do that because I still got the house stuff going on and everything, so it's still really busy right now. But I wanted to get these ones out that I had told people. And these are people I have previously spoke to. So if I have not spoken to you here in the last couple of weeks and said I would do one with you, then you're going to have to wait until the next rotation because, you know, moving and packing and all that stuff. So I'm going to move quickly because I got a lot of stuff to cover. So I will put the names of the people in the down bar. And if we have spoken and I forget, just drop me a PM, and I'll see if you were one of the people that I had promised to do one with. All right, so these are the pieces I had made with those silicone molds that I made right before I went to Texas. I made this little box for my daughter. It's got the little pebbles, and this is going to be the lid. I'm not done. Just pour the first layer with the seahorse, and then I'm going to put the rocks behind it, and that's going to be the matching lid. And then I did this box, which I'm not done with because I put blue, see-through, like a translucent blue. And then on the bottom here, I put seashells, and then I'm going to pour another layer and put sand. So it'll look like the sand and then water with the shells. And then I'm going to do sand behind, no, I'm going to do blue behind the starfish and make the lid for that. So those are the ones I made, and the little top. Now these haven't been sanded or glazed yet. This is that little top hat one I made, and the top hat was made out of the Umu mold, and it is. I've been gone a week, and it is still tacky. It's not bad like it was, but it is. Now this one isn't, and this was made out of the Umu mold too. So I don't know. Maybe it's because it's such a big piece, it's gonna take longer. But I'm gonna glaze it, so it'll be all right. But I haven't sanded these or anything yet. So, but that's the little top hat. I think it's really cute. I like that little top hat. I'm gonna put a bow on the side here. I'm gonna try to make one that looks like the Sentimental Circus one with a little tag right there. It says Master on it. And then I did the little swirl, ink swirl, blue. These haven't been sanded or glazed yet, like I said. So there's that box. And there's this little rectangle. These haven't been sanded or glazed either. And then these are the order. And I don't remember your name either. I'm so sorry. I will put it in the down bar too. This is the pieces I made for your order. They have not been sanded or glazed yet because they weren't finished curing when I left. This is the first pieces I've made out of these molds. It's cured. It's not bendy or anything. I'm going to do the skeleton in a different color. But so I've got this red tinsel glitter one, which I wasn't really thrilled with. So I made this one. And this is made out of the Martha Stewart glitter. It's got hints of different colors when you turn it. Now it'll be really sparkly, really shiny when I glaze it. I have to sand it all and then glaze it. And This is black. It has, if you turn it, you can see little specks of green in there. But he's really dull. But he'll be shiny when I glaze him. I have to sand it. See how shiny the back is? So I have to sand it and glaze it. And I'm going to leave them off. So if you want to, you can glue them on or do whatever you want to do. And the skeleton will be a different color too. So that's what it looks like. And it is the size of my hand, the palm, you know, that's about how big it is. So there you go. So I will get those done here in the next day or two. Glaze them and as soon as the glaze is dried enough to wrap and ship, I will get those out to you. I'm gonna go ahead and give you both. I don't know which one you'll like better. I personally think I'm gonna like this one better. I don't really care for that one, my personal taste. And then I made this heart with the crackle, the really shiny. It's actually like a greeny color. It looks gold, I know, but it's green. And then there's this with the tinsel glitter. And then of course the little bear. And then all of my tallywhackers. This one's red, white, and blue with stars. And this one's got the holographic stars. This one is got flowers here. This one's got flowers in it too. And then a crackle. I like how that one turned out. And then this one's got the blue balls in it. These haven't been sanded or glazed. This one's got little red lip sprinkles in it. And these little tiny ones. These look crazy. It almost looks like boobs, like a person with boobs, but it's tallywhacker. And then these boobies. So this one's just black. So I did those. Oh, here's the little butt. So there's those that I had done. Testing those molds out to see if I can get them. They come out easily. Put a little Vaseline in them and they came right out. And then I made these with House of Ink's the smaller dog tag type mold she has. And these haven't been sanded or glazed or anything either. These were just freshly popped out. But they're little girls with sparkles in the back. I like them. Now I'm going to pour resin in here and make it even. And then put a few decorations on top so it looks like she's in the background. And then the same thing with this. I really like this little mold. These are just cutouts I Mod Podged and used. I really like them. They're pretty. So I'm going to play around with that some more. Do some more of those. And this one I glazed. It turned out really nice, but I screwed up the back. See? I hate that. That's why I don't glaze with resin, people. This one I domed the back. It turned out nicely. But now I have to do the front. I'm going to do it with my finger this time and set it on a flat silicone thing. So if it does run off, all I got to do is cut it off and then sand the edge a little bit instead of it running underneath it. And then I've got these skulls that I'm going to, Kat, these are for you. These are those alcohol inks I told you I have for you. I'll send those to you. And then I put you some of those confettis that I forgot to give you when I saw you this past weekend. Give that to you. And then this you didn't get in your bag when we went shopping. It was still in my bag. So I'll send those to you as well. And this is your skull candle I got that it bleeds. The wax that runs it's red, so it looks like it's bleeding when you light the candle. I'm going to mold him with silicone, and I'm also going to mold this one. And if you want this one too after I mold it, let me know, because you can have it too. But I'm going to mold both of these because they're a little bit, this one's a little bit taller and skinnier than this one, and this one has the rivets in it, and this one's smooth. So I'm going to start making these out of resin. I'm going to silicone mold them. And and then I got this cute little popsicle I'm going to mold. And then this little ice cream I'm going to mold. Lip glosses. So I'm going to mold those things. And then I got these soap molds with me and Kat. I went shopping this past weekend because I saw her again this past weekend. I went back to Texas again and saw her. These crosses on these soap molds. I'm going to silicone mold them and make those type of silicone molds with them. So that's what I worked on before I left. I got to get back to finishing these pieces. But now, real quickly, and I've only got 10 minutes to do this, so we're going to go fast. So, loving my kids and the other person I'm going to put in the Dropbox that I said I would do a trade with when I did trades again, or buddy boxes, whatever you want to call them. This is for y'all. I'm going to go really fast, and I'm not going to show everything in detail. I've got a bag of extra stuff here that I usually stick in my buddy boxes and stuff. I got this big pack of stickers here. And I'm not going to go through those because, like I said, those just get stuck in. And then I have a little baggie of candy molds. This is a cracker and cheese. No, this is an Oreo cookie. I'm sorry. Oreo cookie with the filling. So I got all these different type of candy molds in here. I'm gonna what I've got left because I got rid of all of them. Somebody didn't follow through with their order, so I've got what's left of that. I've got a bunch of these little treat type erasers with the cupcakes and stuff, and then I've got these little baggies with the erasers in them. So I got a bunch of these sweets erasers, and like they're not Iwaki erasers, they're Gomo erasers, but they're basically the same thing. Then I have these little buttons and findings, and these are the buttons that I like to use in my bottles, but these are ones that I've got like so much of them, I had to get rid of some of them. So and I'm not going to go through and tell you what each one is because there's hundreds of them. So you'll just get a container with buttons and findings in them that you can use in your resin pieces. And I've got 3 of these little jars full of them. And then I've got a bunch of different stamps, Halloween stamps, that kind of stuff. And Garbage Pail stickers. And then I got these little like iron-on thingies, sticker thingies. And yes, I use these in resin, people. I use iron-ons in resin too. You Mod Podge them if they're thin. If they're not thin, stick them in there. I've got a couple of pens and stationery sets. And I've got glitter packs. These types of glitters. These are really expensive. They're like $6 in Hobby Lobby. $6, $7, $8. And I found them for $1 today. I bought a bunch for me, and then I put a couple in the buddy box thing. So, these are the molds. I'm going through them very fast. So, I've got, this is not for resin, but you can use it for clay or plaster or whatever else. Just resin will stick to it and you will not get it out. It's a little artist palette. Then I have this. Have a little goldfish. Some of these have been used, some of them haven't. I've got another one of those. They make that little flowery looking thing. And then I have the stars. And I have duckies. I have this love one with these little hearts, and it was used. I didn't like the mold. I used it once. The only thing about this mold is when you pour it, the bottom is the bottom. And this top will be the top of your piece because it's spelled out, so you can't flip it. So you have to remember that when you're making it, because the top is the front. If that makes sense. Then I have these little stars, the little suns, whatever, the little suns. And then I have a bunch of these little cameo type molds that I made out of mold putty. There's nothing wrong with them. They make really good pieces. Then there's this ring pop mold. And there's this cupcake mold. There's this fossilized mold. Brand new. Then there's this vacuum Vin mold. With all the little peoples. Skull and crossbone mold. The little octopus mold. The gem mold. I've got 3 of these pumpkin molds. And then I've got these little apple molds. Because like Loving My Kids, when you do trades or buddy boxes, normally what people do is they'll cut a piece off and you'll get like 2 molds. But I mean, if you want the whole thing, I don't have a problem with that. I'm just letting you know that normally people will give you like 1 or 2 in a buddy box or a trade, so that they can trade with multiple people instead of using the whole trade for one trade. If you kind of understand what I'm saying. I mean, you don't have to. It's not written. There's no rule book on it or anything. It's just that way. A mold like this, you can do like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 different trades with it. So you'll get a lot more molds doing it that way is what I'm trying to help, because I know you don't have a lot of molds and you're just getting started. So that way, like you cut off 2 molds of one of your molds, and then somebody would cut off 2 of their mold, and y'all swap, and then you could do that with a whole bunch of people and get more for your mold. You see what I'm saying? So then I have this little foot mold. I have these lips. This little mold. I have these. Looks like a pie. You can make a pizza slice with this. That's really about the only thing I have figured to make with this. I got 3 of those. Then some more rubber duckies. See, this is what I normally do. I normally cut them up like this. That's why you see a lot of cut up molds, because normally I would stick one of these in a buddy box. Then I have this crescent moon silicone mold. Then I have the same molds as you, the little, comes 2 in a pack. There's 2 in there. And I actually use these molds. They make great long pendants. You can put beads in here and spell something out and hang it from a chain, somebody's name or something. And then I have this really big, huge heart. Huge heart. And then I have these little hearts. There's 4 of them. And then I have 3 of this Hello Kitty nerd in here. This one actually came out perfect, except for it got a little air bubble in it. So I wouldn't sell it because of that little defect there. See how it looks bigger because I'm pushing on it, opening it up. But yeah, so this has an air bubble in it. But other than that, there's nothing wrong with it. Now there's 2 other ones of this Hello Kitty nerd in here, and they didn't come out perfect. They're mess ups. The glasses are like a little crooked, like I smushed it too much on one side or something like that. So I mean, if you want the Hello Kitty molds that are in here, they're not perfect. They're mistake. They're ones that I would not sell, because to me, if I were to buy something, I wouldn't have wanted it if I paid for it. Now, if you just want it for free, then, you know, hey, you got it in perfection, you know what I mean? But I just wanted to bring it to y'all's attention that the 3 Hello Kitty putty molds like this that I have in my trade / buddy box thing are not perfect. So there is 3 of them in here somewhere. But the rest of the stuff I'm not going to go through, because it's just little things here and there. It's pencils and pens and things you can mold and stuff like that. So that's all I have available for buddy boxes right now. Like I said, I did a lot of buddy boxes here the last few months, and I'm depleted on things, and I'm not really trying to shop for it right now, because I'm trying to shop for the house stuff right now. The little accessories and rugs and stuff like that, and pack and everything. So I don't really have time to worry about putting things aside for buddy boxes right now. Not trying to be ugly, it's just I got too much on my plate. So I know I'm kind of low on stuff, but that's what I have. I'm sorry if there's not much in there, but if you're interested in any of this, Loving My Kids, let me know. And I will put the name of the other young lady. I'm sorry, I have a horrible memory, and I think it's Love My Kids. I think that's, I will put your name down below too, because I don't want to mess it up. I have a horrible memory. And that's it, y'all. That's pretty much what I have been doing. I've got to get busy, but I do have a lot of stuff going on. So I will post updates as I get them. And again, y'all, I'm not trying to force this on anybody. Again, excuse, like I said, I'm moving. I have boxes everywhere. This is just a tidbit, just a small little itty bit of necklaces I have that I have to get rid of. So if anybody's interested in doing grab bags, or I'm probably going to go down on the price too, because I really just want to get rid of some of this stuff. I'm tired of looking at it, and I'm running out of room. So because like I said, those containers are all full. They're full. I have to go buy more containers, and instead of buying more containers, I just soon get rid of the stuff and make new stuff. So I have a really good friend that I consider family. Her nieces came up from Canada before I went to Texas, and I was trying to force them to take more stuff with them, so I gave them a bunch of goodies to take home. But so I did free up a little bit of space in there. But please let me know if you're interested in any of this stuff, people. And that's it. I've talked a lot. I'm glad to be home, and I will talk to everybody soon. Bye.